Starting with the living area, the television is approximately 5 meters away from the couch, the kids zone is in the darkest corner of the room, and the workspace sits right in the middle of the chaos. This room is actually quite big and beautiful, but somehow the layout doesn't work quite well. 3 functions, 1 room, let's fix it. Let's begin with the constraints in this room. This is a big open room that needs to support 3 different activities. One wall is full of windows and also has a secondary entrance. The opposite side connects to the kitchen and the bedrooms. And here's the mistake most people make. They place furniture without making a strategy. Sofa with the television opposite to it first, the desk somewhere nearby, and whatever space is left becomes the kids' area. Everything technically fits, but it doesn't work for daily life. Right now, furniture is pushed against the walls, the middle feels empty and awkward, the seating area feels disconnected, and the kids are in a dark corner blocked from daylight. So instead of starting with furniture, we need to see the movement first. Before placing anything, I look at how people move through the space. In this case, one could move from kitchen into the living area towards the bedrooms, maybe occasionally through the secondary door, and if furniture blocks these paths, the whole room feels cramped, no matter how big it is. Once these paths stay clear, we're left with 2 usable areas, the larger zone and the smaller zone. Now is the time to decide what goes where. Activities that need daylight should sit near the windows. In this case, it would be the kids' gym and the workstation. Both these spaces could really benefit from natural light. And the living area goes in this remaining large zone, slightly away from the windows but still connected to the rest of the house. Here's a simple trick to define the zones visually. Rugs. I would like to place one large rug for the living area, another for the kids' area, and a long runner for the workspace. Suddenly, this big room starts to feel like 3 smaller rooms, each with a clear purpose. Now we can bring in the furniture. The key here is to float the sofa and not push it against the walls like before. The larger sofa faces this blue wall. The smaller sofa sits besides it, creating 2 seating directions. Television on a long console for balance, a coffee table in the middle, and side tables beside the sofa, so everything you need is within reach. This is optional, but a slim console behind the sofa would make the layout feel a lot more intentional when entering from the kitchen and the bedrooms. Now we go to the kids' area. Move the wall-mounted ladder and the mats on the same wall as the television. Add a plant or lamp to separate the play area from the TV visually, and place a swivel chair next to it. When it faces the living room, it becomes a conversational seating setup, and if it faces the window, it makes for a nice relaxation spot. Lastly, for the workspace, the desk, chair, and the shelving go into the narrower zone, away from the walking path, so it becomes more of a calm place to work next to the daylight. This is optional, but a low shelving unit next to the kids' area will do 3 things. It adds storage, separates the zones visually, and creates a clean backdrop for video calls. Now let's look at what changed. Before, the center of the room was empty, while everything else was pushed into the corners. Now, the room has 3 clear zones, better circulation, and a balanced living space. So here's the takeaway. If you're dealing with a large room, don't start with furniture. Start with looking at the movement first, how you move around the space, then look at the zones, which activities go where, what needs daylight. You need to negotiate with your space a little bit. And once these paths and zones are clear, you can start placing furniture. And before I sign off, I have one question for you. Which open space in your home would you design first? Comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.